good to see you. I'm happy to be in Nottingham. Probably not anywhere near as happy as you. It's been a long time, but we're back.
Do you like the city?
From what I've seen, it seems all right. I've had a little walkabout. Yeah, I guess I'll frequent it a little bit more in fight week. But
Have you been over to the world famous City Ground?
Not yet. Should I?
I'll take you over there,
Yeah? Well, you want to fight there one day, don't you?
It'd be nice, but you need a little bit of luck.
Feels like you've given up on this
no,
dream.
I'm not gave up on it, but I'm coming towards the tail end, and like for that fight to happen, you need a lot of luck. You need the right opponent, which are hard, but at the wrong time. Then you need the right time and the right opponent. This is the right time, but the wrong opponent. So the two things didn't line up. Will I get someone that will line up? Possibly. But no, we'll see. It's just fight by fight for me at the minute. Like I said in many interviews, it's not about my performance or my age or my physicality or anything, because I'm on point, I'm performing, but it's how much these victories cost me, at what cost, how many punches am I taking, how many punches am I taking in sparring, how many punches am I taking on the night. So going forward, we'll answer the questions after the fight. That
mentality, everything that you've just said there, you wouldn't have had that at the start of your career, right?
No, for sure.
When did this start? When did this start where you started being conscious of how many shots you're going to take before the end, etc.?
I think when I was getting headbutted and cut every single fight, Warrington was sitting me in the back of the head and get cut off with lumps, and it's accumulation. I feel like I've only been in like 5 proper fights, and they've been in my recent 5 proper fights. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before, I come out unscathed, knocking people out like Commonwealth title level, British title level, around that level. But when you jump up, there's a lot more on the line, a lot more at stake. Things get a bit messier, a bit rougher. Like I said, I've been caught at least every single fight, my last 5 fights, even both fights in my last fight. And I got hit back of the head a lot. So you just got to be cautious, It's not a sport you can just do forever.
Are you feeling the effects?
No, I feel great, but that doesn't mean it's not going to have an effect. So.
Have there been occasions you've gone home to your kids and you're all cut up sort of thing, and they've said, "Who are you?" kind of thing? Or
every fight, and I pick my kids up, and they know where it's from, So it becomes the norm. But that's the problem. You see, it's a lot of fighters. It becomes a norm, and they just go through it. It's just a process, and then it might catch up with you later down the line. I don't want that to happen. I've worked my arse off for so many years. I want to be able to enjoy it after boxing for a long time. When I watch my kids grow up and be there and support them and have my faculties intact. Is there
a financial goal then? Is there a number you're trying to hit before you sail off into the sunset? Is it a belt?
No, not
is
really.
It what is it?
I've already done all right, but I feel like I want to achieve my maximum, and I feel like my faculties are fine. Yeah. I don't took too much stick because I'm not a big sparer. Like, I don't spar all year round. I only spar in camps. When I was at Ingles, only body sport, I'd literally have 3 fights before 3 spars before a fight. So if you look at other world champions of my weight, and you looked up all the rounds they've racked up sparring, and you look up the rounds I've racked up sparring, mine would be a fraction. I know that for a fact. So yeah, I'm just mindful of it, and it's more on fight night, head clashes, getting caught, hit, all them things. I'm just mindful. So when I've achieved what I set to achieve, which is my maximum, which is this, will be pushing me towards that. Then every fight I'll have a think about it and think, well, that last one was a bit too much, or maybe it's the time, but I'm not there yet.
If you left the sport today, would you have underachieved or overachieved? And the reason I say overachieved is maybe because 6 years ago, this would have been unfathomable, I think. So what do you think if you left the sport today?
Yeah, possibly. But then if I go further back to a 12-year-old kid, and I want to win this, and I'll do anything to win these things. Then you turn pro, and then reality hits. And it's not so much because of what you're prepared to do and to go through to get it. It's the things that are out of your control, opportunities, getting the fights is one of the hardest things in boxing. You've got to stay ready, and sometimes things get sprung upon you, and you've got to be ready, because that's how boxing is sometimes. And if you don't sign with the promoter when you first turn pro, if you don't get an Olympic medal, you've got to be in the gym. You've got to be ready all the time. And luckily, I thank my lucky stars, but I'm professional as well, so I thank myself. But when the world title got sprung upon me, I had 6 weeks' notice, which was 5 weeks of training. But I was in the gym, ticking over, trying to improve, So I had enough time, and yeah, that's the difference. I think just over the years, was being professional in and out of fight camps.
Your willpower, I think, needs to be studied. Like, because especially in this last layoff that you've had, October 2023, your last fight, you're fighting on Saturday night, and I've spoken to you before about it. You going into the gym, limping into the gym, you're injured, your arm's not working, your leg's not working, but you're still training. Where does this willpower come from, Leigh?
I don't really know, me. I've think about it since I was a young kid, but I remember when I got my first major injury. I was at the Inglewood gym and I ruptured my bicep. So I went for a body shot. The lad put his elbow out, went straight into the joint. My bicep shot my arm. I remember I went to hospital and there's an old fella in there, and this is the first injury, I was really down, you know. I was really like beating myself up a little bit. And the guy goes to me, "You're alright?" I went, "Yeah, you know, I've hurt my arm, injured, professional box. I can't really do anything for a long time." They're saying it might be months and months and months before I can even punch. He went, "You need something to aim for." I was like, "Yeah, alright." And he went, "There's a Robin Hood Marathon in Nottingham." I went, "Oh yeah." He went, "You should do it." I was like, "Yeah, I will." I thought, "I'm not doing that." He went, "You can sign it on your phone, you know, sign on your phone and sign up to it." I went, "Yeah, alright." He went, "Yeah, go on then." You have to pay for it. So I thought, I can't not do it and then not do it. So I went, "Alright, I'll do it." He went, "Go on then, show me." I went, so I went on my phone, signed up to it. "Yeah, I'll just sign up to it, I'm going to do it." 2 weeks it was. 2 weeks after my operation. So I'd not been doing a lot of running. So I come out of hospital, I did about 4 runs, a few 4 miles what I used to do. 12.5 miles I did. I had a cast on my arm from there to there. And I was running this marathon, and I think I did it about an hour 20. And I kept going past this lad. He had a vest on. It said Radcliffe Running Club on the back. And he jogged past me. Bear in mind, I had to keep putting my arm out to the side and draining the sweat, like a lot of sweat.
Yeah.
Like it was literally like a tap.
Horrendous.
And he ran past me and he goes, "Oh, you're doing well with that on your arm." But like he said it a bit like, "You're doing well with that on your arm," but like, "You're not doing well, but you're doing all right because you got that." Considering you got that on your arm. So I thought, I'm beating him. So like, we kept started like going past each other every other mile, 3 miles, whatever. And I'm not a bad runner, but wasn't that fit.
But you ran a marathon very quick.
I done him as well. We got to the hill, I passed him on the hill, we kept going. I was flagging a bit, but I just bit down. I thought, I can't let you beat me. I just can't. And then I got him towards the end, and we had a bit of a sprint finish, but I done him. So yeah, I don't know if it's inside. I think it's something you just want to win at any cost, and that relates to all aspects, I think.
We've seen it in the ring. You've got this flame that won't go out. Go away, Leigh. Leave me alone. I've already put you down. I'm still here. I'm still going to knock you out. And you,
Absolutely.
And you do it. How are you seeing this fight playing out with Anthony Cacace Saturday?
If things go to plan, not like that. But you know, whatever it takes, by hook or by crook. If it goes that way, it goes that way. But we've prepared meticulously for the things he does and the things I'm going to exploit, and I know him really well. I think of my recent fights as well, like I know the Warrington fight doesn't look like that from the outside looking in, but the actual sequences that I finished the fight with was drilled and practiced, and we knew what he would do certain things, and I wouldn't draw that out of him and catch him. And I said before, the fight would make, if he win, he will win rounds, but he'll be working extremely hard to win them rounds, and I'll make him pay for it. And that's exactly what happened. And with Anto, it's a slightly different approach, but I'm confident in it. I know what I need to do, and I know the moments that I can't miss, and I won't miss, and I'll nail them and be victorious.
It feels like you've kind of got a sequence planned out, and I mean, this is what you guys do, right? Lee Wiley, Ben Davison. I've heard Moses Italma describe it before as almost like a cheat code, the way it's kind of done. Have you actually got a sequence planned out as what could end the fight?
Anything can happen in a fight, because everyone's in control of their own destiny, what they do and choices they make. But if I said to you, what's the best way to predict the future? If I could tell you something that's going to happen, you'd be like, well, how'd you do that? If I tell you what's going to happen, it's like anything. To look at what's going to happen, you have to go back to look what has already happened. So how do people predict the stock market? How do people predict earthquakes? They look at history of what's happened before. They look at previous things and They can calculate, well, you know, this happened before, then this happened, and this, and it's exactly the same with what Leigh and Ben do. It's not complicated, but if you do this in this area, you're probably going to get this. If you do this, you're probably going to get this. If you don't do this, they're going to do this. And we pull out the important things, and we execute and drill them things to get them things to get off our things. I'm not trying to overcomplicate it, but it's actually quite basic, and it is almost like cheating because you're putting situations forward, and we know what they do in them situations. Humans are a creature of habit. They hardly change, especially when they've had a lot of success doing it that way. Like I just said, it's not necessarily something bad to do. It might be something really good to do, but they do it, and you know when they're going to do it, so you can make them pay.
He feels he can win it any way that he wants. It's kind of going to be up to him, kind of thing. He feels he's the fresher fighter as well. You're both the same age, but he feels the fresher fighter. What do you think about these two kind of statements?
They're just thoughts, aren't they? There is thoughts.
Do you agree he's fresher?
No, not really. He's got momentum at the minute because I've been out the ring, but that's not going to be a factor one bit. Like I said earlier, I live the life. I'm in the gym all the time. If I can't run, I'm shadowboxing on the spot. If I can't box, I'm running. I'm always finding a reason to do something and a reason not to do something. Contribute that with an amazing camp I've had, extremely fit, ticked all my boxes, done everything I need to do, nailed the sparring. Combine that with my will to win, which is exceptional as well. You know, I'm not getting beat. And
then Nottingham as well. And they're all going to be wanting you to win as well.
That's my superpower, to be fair. The fans. I'm just different on fight night. Leigh and Ben have said this to me before. I'll spar. Sometimes I'm a little bit too tense and I'm not nailing the thing sometimes. It takes me a while to get it. Time and time again. I'm taking shots because I'm so dedicated to what I'm trying to practice. I'll lose spars to win fights, and that's one thing advice I give to people. It's not about winning. It's about practicing what you need to practice for the fight. It's not about winning spars. But I will go in there and be so dedicated to what I'm practicing. I will actually get my head punched in trying to nail this one thing. But they say, you know, you're extremely tense in these spars, but then on fight night, it's like you're a different person. And I don't know if that's the occasion, when the nerves gets into my, or the adrenaline gets into my bloodstream, it changes me, or the fans, I don't know what it is, but it just brings out the best of me.
What is the level of respect you have for Anthony Cacace? Is it your standard level of respect for an opponent, or is there something more? Because I was speaking to him, and you're kind of similar in terms of you both proudly represent your city. You've both been on journeys where you've had to have setbacks. You've both, you know, had a bit of an Indian summer in your career as well. Do you have extra respect to him because it's almost like looking into a mirror, except the perm?
Yes, yeah, for sure. You know, a lot of similarities. There's one when I wasn't expected to win. He's got great support as well. Yeah, it's even the way he goes about the fight before the fight. You know, it's totally opposite to other fighters I've faced. Warrington was kind of respectful because he thought he was going to win and didn't, and he wasn't. But Conlan, disrespectful and trying to get on his skin. And I've fight it loads of different ways. It don't really matter to me, but he seems like he's similar to me. He's respectful because he knows this part doesn't really matter. But when we get in there, we will do anything to win. So I can see that as a similarity to me. I can see how he thinks, how he approaches things, which for me just signals that it's going to be a great fight.
What would the win mean to you?
Everything. You know, I think there's only a short list of British fighters that have been 2-weight world champions. So it'd be an honour to join that list.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Good to see you.